It changed it, like, first, it was kind of run like a math class, you know, you kind of got the formulas, like, the reasons why the formula works, the proofs, and then the problems, and you just work on the problems, like, with actual math stuff, and so, which is, like, cool, like, we're all good at that, we all did that in the past, so, and then, but it wasn't really, like, physics project-based, which is a lot of what, like, physics is supposed to be, and so Mr. Childs did a really nice job of kind of making more projects and kind of making it more relative to the real world with I don't know, like all the projects he's doing now. And then, so it's kind of less like a math class, and I feel like it's like less like a math class and more like a science class, kind of like with projects and stuff. So I think that was the goal, and I think it's working. And I'm being challenged, so I like it.
At the beginning of the year, it was a lot of classroom work and like busy work and not learning things and pretending that we learned things by taking quizzes and failing them. And now it's better.
And now that we're learning like how things work and like the hands-on experience with the engine, like I didn't know that I could do that, and then now my boat worked and I was like, wow, I like made something move on its own. It's so cool.
I think it's changed from more of just like taking notes to stuff I didn't understand to more like hands-on stuff. So now I can like understand why like these balls move and why like when they hit each other that makes the other ones move. So it's like easier for me to comprehend. It's like especially with like projectile motion, a lot of us couldn't understand like why the ball is gonna come down at a certain point. And Mr. Childs kind of thought that would have been obvious for us. So I think that hands-on makes it better.
Okay, well, we do a lot more projects now, and like, I don't know, we're more open, like, it's not really a class, so I don't know.
For me, I definitely think that the end of the year, like right now, is definitely better than the beginning. I feel like through doing projects and learning things in depth, I have a more understanding of what's applicable to everyday life rather than just learning ideas that we don't know how they relate to everyday life.
It's better. It's easier to learn everything, and it's easier to understand the concepts.
I like it more personally because I'm more of a hands-on person than note-taking.
Yeah, same.
For me personally, it was really hard at the beginning of the year because I was having a lot of trouble understanding what we were trying to learn through the textbook. It's really hard to read physics and math. So I feel like learning through hands-on, having him explain it at first, and then actually having a physical representation of what we're learning helps us understand what's going on and why we're using the equations or why we're learning the concepts we are.
I'd say that his class I definitely learn a lot more in now because you can kind of like see how everything works.
There's more room to, I think, succeed, which is really good for some students, but there's also, I feel like there's more room to just blow it off and not learn anything, if you want my honest opinion.
And they don't get as mad in class, and I don't think as many people come to them after class angry.
At the beginning of the year, our class was hard for a lot of people because nobody had a lot of like physics background. But then when Mr. Childs changed it to like fit the needs of like people at Fifth and High better, then it got easier for a lot of people.
I know that like people enjoy doing the projects that we do, so they kind of get like more involved in it and they can learn more from it.
And now that we're learning like how things work and like the hands-on experience with the engine, like I didn't know that I could do that, and then now my boat worked and I was like, wow, I like made something move on its own.
I think he's, hands-on, one-on-one with the students, and he's helping and he's making sure that everyone understands, like, to the best of their possible ability rather than just for a grade. And I think that's really cool.
It's easier to understand because instead of reading it from a book, you can like actually apply it hands-on instead of just memorizing a bunch of different equations.
Yeah, I agree with them. I think he tried to fit the FHS like style, and then he realized that he needed to interpret like that and use his own type of teaching methods and mix those into it. Like the projects, that's like his type of thing, and I'm glad he got to do that.
So as a student, what is your opinion on Mr. Childs?
He's funny looking and has a hard head.